Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Ayumi, and this is Yurina. We're excited to introduce our workshop for the children of Japan. First of all, I'd like to ask you a question. Would you say these people are males or females? Males? I think many people would say they are males because they are pilots. Perhaps the answer lies in our childhood education. Do you know these books? They're job picture books that many children in Japan read. This book shows stereotype gender identities in jobs. For example, pilots and doctors are males, and flight attendants and nurses are females. The mind of a child is one of endless possibilities, but these stereotypes prevent them from realizing their dreams.
Sadly, Japan is ranked 110th among 149 countries in Gender Gap Index. And the ratio of females to males in managerial position in each country shows that Japan has far fewer women in managerial posts. So we aim to eradicate gender bias in jobs among children. We will do this by introducing our new workshop, JAC, Job Adventure for Children. JAC workshop is held in the homeroom of an elementary school. In order to do so, we are working with the Ministry of Education because there is a committee that focuses on career education by active learning method. For elementary school children, they encourage children to expand their interest in classroom activities. We'd like to offer this workshop to the first grade children because until about 7 years old, their minds remain free and flexible. According to Dr. Hayashi, a neurosurgeon and an author of books on children's brain development, children's minds are established around the age of 7, and it is the most important time for fostering, reasoning, judging, and memory. Having said that, of course, children in higher grades can participate in our workshops too. Here is how the workshop is given.
We use VR, virtual reality, in our workshop because we really need the children to experience rather than just seeing or reading. And VR set is no longer something expensive now, so we think VR is quite effective for the children. At the beginning of the workshop, we ask children to answer one question showing a paper with many professions, like this. Are there any jobs here that you must be a boy or girl to have? They probably answer yes, because the picture have the same gender stereotypes as the old job picture books. Then we will ask them some more questions to have them verbalize their bias and stereotypes on gender. They might say, you must be a boy to be a police officer because boys are stronger. Only boys can be a lawyer because boys are smarter. You must be a girl to be a nurse because girls are gentle. Then, we will ask them to wear the VR set and dive into the world of job adventure for children. In the lobby of Jack's VR room, you see many doors with professions names. For example, nurse, doctor, mechanic, flight attendant, and pilot. Children can choose one door that they're interested in and open it.
Let me give you some examples. Let's say a girl named Naomi chose a door of a pilot. Because her father is a pilot and she loves her dad. But she never thought about becoming a pilot. She is standing at the entrance of a cockpit. There is a pilot sitting in the cockpit already. She turns around and smiles at Naomi, saying,
Come on, we are taking off now.
Naomi finally realizes that she is one of the pilots. After that, she can experience flying in the beautiful sky and landing on the runway of an airport. It was just like she had imagined. Now, Naomi's dream is to become a pilot. Kenta chose the door of a mechanic because he is good at science and he is interested in mechanical things. On the lobby, he chooses the mechanic door and enters. He finds himself in a repair shop filled with complex, heavy machinery. A woman walks from the back and greets him. She says she is one of the mechanics here. Kenta gets puzzled a little fast because he didn't think a girl could be a mechanic. But she taught Kenta many interesting things about the job of a mechanic, and they became good friends.
Well, that's half of our workshop there. After the travel to Jack's adventure, children make groups, 4 or 5, to discuss what they have seen, experienced, thought, and discovered. One of our staff members or one teacher will join the discussion to take record of their learning and make sure there's no confusion. Our hope for them is good surprise. Surprise in finding out that boys and girls can dream about the same occupation. We want our children to learn about the jobs, not the suitable gender for it.
We learned about the gender education program for children in Canada. Children drew pictures of a nurse and pilot. Most of them drew a female nurse and male pilot. Then they welcomed a male nurse and female pilot as guests. Those children looked excited as much as they were surprised. We believe we can change the mind of Japanese children too. Our workshop, Jack, is for all the children to open new doors in the future of gender equality. Thank you.
I would have to say I've seen many examples of this type of thing because basically everything in Japan has been anthropomorphized. You know, you've got angry bulldozers and stuff like that. You mentioned about working with the education ministry. Is this the real thing?
Now, it's not really things, but our purpose to eradicate gender bias means their requirement because they want to eradicate in the classroom as the active learning. So we believe we can offer to do with the Ministry of Education.
Actually, Ministry of Education is working on the jobs education for the children, and also they're positive to active learning, and our workshop is fit to their purpose, so it's realistic. Yes.
Okay, very good, because we're talking about a lot of textbooks that would have to be changed, and good luck. Thank you.
Thank you. And I think the STEM education, science, technology, engineering, and mathematics, and also ICT are very, very important in the age for the fourth industrial revolution. And we want to encourage more girls going into these areas. But it has been said that one of the greatest obstacles to advance the girls' participation in these areas is the mindset of the teachers. And apart from the curriculums and the textbooks, the way teachers teach and also what the teachers encourage for girls must be changed. So how do you approach to these problems? Do you have any ideas or good suggestions?
Thank you. Your question. Do you mean the teacher must learn about the gender equality, and we have to teach the teacher about the gender equality?
Usually, teachers don't encourage girls to go into the STEM areas and ICTs. So, how can I say? Elementary school teachers, most of them are not very much scientific oriented, not engineers. So they usually don't encourage girls to go into these areas. They may encourage boys to go into areas. So how do you change the teacher's mind to begin with?
Actually, we will conduct our workshop in the classroom, and there is a teacher, and we don't force teacher to participate in our workshop, but we welcome teacher to join us, and also the teacher can see the environments children enjoy their experience in job adventure through the VR. So
yes. So how to encourage the teacher to run the education, the gender gap is that, and in addition to that, we also plan to welcome their parents, because parents also the strong influence to children as teacher. So we have the plan to encourage to welcome the teacher and parents.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
My question is, your target students are
7 years old.
7 years old.
Yes.
So don't you think they're too young, and how are you going to make sure that you're going to fully participate?
As we mentioned, 7 years old children have start thinking about their mind and their
7 years old, the brains of 7 years old children is so flexible, and start to think about the job is and the reading books about the job is also 7 years old. So the 7 years old student is the best.
And we mean 7 years old children is young. It's true, but we just want children to not to have the stereotypes for their future. Over the 7 years old, they start to have the stereotypes. So that's why we focus on the 7 years old. They don't have stereotypes yet. So we don't think it's not too early. Yes.
Okay. The reason I ask that question is because, to my knowledge, 7-year-old children, are too young to have the idea of gender and society.
Okay.
So they might learn about jobs that, one job can be done by both genders. They might see that, but they don't understand the gap between girls and boys yet at that age. That's why I asked that question. But thank you for your answer.
Okay, thank you very much, and thank you presenters for an excellent presentation. Thank you.
ありがとうございました。